So, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Wistful Podcast. Today, I have a very special guest. His name is Tommy, better known as
Yes,
Duke the
sir. It's
Fool.
me. It's
I'm
me.
going to let him give you his plug so you could go check him and his stuff out. Go ahead, bro. It's all on you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. What happened? There we go. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
My bad. Sorry about that. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we good. You good?
Okay. I got a little
Everybody good?
nervous for a second.
No, no, we still here. We ain't went nowhere. We paid the internet bill, people.
Hey, I get it. Rent coming up.
The internet bill is paid and the rent is due. And don't try that falling down the step shit, cause that shit ain't gonna work with the rent man no more.
No, sir. So today, people, I want to bring something. I want to talk to you about mental health. I know a lot of us black people, we don't talk about it. We'll kind of give it a blanket statement, like, look, Kevin, something wrong with look, Kevin. Look, Kevin's slow, but we never talk about it. We
Yeah,
see,
right.
we see it every day.
Every
We don't
day.
know how to deal with it.
Right.
So Tommy has a son who has schizophrenia. I also I got some questions for you from a guy on Facebook as well. He asked, I think they're pretty good questions too.
That's cool. Shit. Shoot.
So,
I'm here. What we here for? Bring your
very
homies.
first question. When did you know wait, how old is he?
21.
21.
Yeah,
Okay.
just turned 21. We found out.
So,
We found out he
when I was
had it.
going to, well, yeah, you was about to answer it anyway. I was going to ask, when did you know he was different?
Yeah, we figured out like it kind of started like to tell you to keep it all the way 100 and shit. Like when he was little, like I take him around my friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? And my friend, my best friend to the day, he actually like brought it to my attention like way back then. I say he is about like I want to say he's about like 3 or 4, or maybe even close to 5. And it was just like he was playing. But it was just like how he was playing. And I'm just like, he like, damn, bro, you think he, that kind of rap, like, man, he just, a kid. That's his imagination. You know what I'm saying? He just, I don't know what the hell he turned the flying pot to some other shit. So, and it was just like, we didn't pay it no attention, but like he had noticed, like, but, and like you say, it get overlooked, especially when they're young. You might not know unless, it's like totally like wild and, where it's that, but like a lot of times I ain't gonna say it's hidden, but we don't know because they imagine a child's imagination is so like a sponge and open, like it's like an open world video game. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we found out like early, but he was like 22. No, he was like 19. He went to the Navy, and there it get it certain a situation had happened where like him and his bunky, I'm gonna say bunky, I'm using the wrong term, but I'm gonna call it bunky, but it was something else with his roommate. Like they was on morning drills or whatever. They come back and my son was just like spazzing, like hitting his head up against the bunk and all that shit, and then like they ended up getting up into an altercation, and bruh like actually like he did bruh kind of bad. You don't lie, he did it kind of bad, but that's when they went and he got discharged because they figured out that he had that. So, but it's rough though. Like that's when the whole family actually found out like that. You know what I'm saying? Even then, when he got sent home, he was embarrassed. I ain't gonna say he was embarrassed about it, but he didn't know how to tell us. We just thinking he got sent home for the fight. Like nah, it was more into it. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of like when we became aware of it. So he's about like 19, like he's 21 now. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So you kind of messed up a lot of my questions a little bit because I
Don't
thought you
worry
was
about
gonna
it. That's
say
what I
something
do. It's
like
okay.
I thought you was gonna say like you knew like as a kid, but okay, we still gonna go. We
Nah,
rolling
you
with
ain't
it.
know. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times, like you won't know unless it's like very severe and like it's like nah, bro, like tripping because it's different. Like it's different cases, different situations, just like people. So like my son's situation, his might be different than somebody else who got it. Like it depends on the individual, basically. Like you get what I'm saying? It's like all of it ain't demonic and shit like that. It really ain't. Sometimes it's just playful or a whole lot at a kid state. But I know this, they all got like a protector, a more violent voice or person in them. Like, you get what I'm saying? And like, it just depends. If they, gonna let that person take hold of the actual, the being that we all see. So, yeah. It can be not seen for a while, or like you just don't know, or it's some self stuff that you got going on. Like nah, that ain't you. It's basically like almost denial. Like nah, he ain't got that, but really you got to take him or take that person. You got to see because you don't know. You got to get these tests ran, and like you say, it is not talked about. Like especially like back in like my era, it wasn't talked about. A lot of people out here probably got it, just don't know. They done learn how to live and cope with it because you can, because it's not. I ain't gonna say it ain't that bad, but you just know like, all right, yeah, that's. And we all got friends like that probably got it. Real shit. It's an understatement, but I ain't mean to throw your questions off or nothing like that. But shoot.
It's okay. It's okay. But since I mean, I could definitely still roll.
Well,
My next question was, when did you fully
I,
accept it?
I fully accepted it like when he came home and he started living with me, basically, because it was like I ain't gonna say everybody couldn't. They just didn't know because it's like at the time, they had put him on his medication and shit, and he wasn't taking it. So where he was staying at, they couldn't handle it. So then it's like, all right, fuck it, bring him on, So I went and got my son. My son, going to get my son. Went and got my son from where he was staying at, and then that's when it like actually like, oh damn, that's when it hit, like, cause he right here with me. You know what I mean? And like I'm telling you, like man, you gotta take your medicine because like they are literally different people when they take this medicine, and will do whatever they can not to take it, but they gotta want to take it and want to be and gotta see that when they on their medication, they're a better person, not only for them but for everybody else. Because it's been times where like he wasn't taking his medicine and we'll be out and he'll get to going into his, he into one of his people and they get to doing some other stuff, and it is like he'd go over there. Now he ain't really bothering nobody, but it'd just be questions he asking random people. Like, bruh, come on, you ain't got to nah. Because normally if he took his medicine, he wouldn't even went over there and bothered that person. And it could just be going over there to say, hey, I like your shoes, or how you tie your shoes like that, and that person looking at them like, how I tie my shoes like that? What?
Mm-hmm.
Or it'd be why you got on a blue shirt today? But literally, he want to know why this person got a blue shirt, a blue shirt on, and he gonna go ask and go see. And depending on that person, you know, you can almost be in harm's way. You know what I mean? So it's just that's when I learned when he started actually staying with me, like, and then I started noticing different things about him, like, but yeah, it's, and you will know like to me, it took for him not to take the medicine for me to get a better understanding of each and every one of these. I'm gonna call them people because that's what the hell they is. Because when they step out, they are, and it makes him a totally different person. So if you don't know this person, if you don't know him, he got one of his people out. Shit, bro, he can fuck around, get over on you, do anything. Just one of them, because one of them, like, and it's like everybody got different. They all got different people. So, I'm just speaking on my son. Like, because he got one of the, just to get into some of these, I call them characters, because that's what the hell they is to me. And it's to help me understand it, because they characters. He got this one guy. He's the professor. Now, I believe the whole time he had this shit in school, the professor was doing his thing. Bruh he finished with like a 3.0 type shit, or he had that going out to school, and then all of a sudden the professor left. Bruh went from a 3.0 to a goddamn 1.9 within a whole year, because he done let the professor take a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real shit. And it's like, he got like a 9-year old in him. And sometimes I try to figure, I don't know why, but the 9-year old is the damn leader. This motherfucker, he'll try to jump off shit, climb shit, acting like your normal 9-year old, sitting there playing the game, making grilled cheese and waffle sandwiches and shit. Like, that shit don't even go together. Think about it. And you think he on some high shit. No, boy in there sober as hell, making a grilled cheese and waffle sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So, but he 9. And then to turn around and eat a bowl of cereal with ice cream. You got cereal and ice cream. And you asking why you eating a bowl of cereal and ice cream. Not because he using it for like decoration or like sprinkles of shit. Nah. Because ice cream is made of milk, if you ask him. Well, why you ain't getting no milk? Well, I wanted ice cream, but I wanted cereal too.
I
Right.
get it. I
So,
get it.
but these his little people that he got in him, and it's funny, but it ain't funny. I just laugh because I've been around it so much, and I know, like, but it really ain't funny, and if you out in the public and you see, like, it made me, like, even if I go out in public and I see somebody, like, oh yeah, bro, kind of, you know what I mean, and they walk up and ask you something goofy, stupid, I just answer their question. I used to like, what, gone, shun them off and shit like that, or you not necessarily treat them bad, but I wouldn't pay them no attention. Now I answer their question to the best of my ability. And I don't try to shun them off. And sometimes, you got to hold that little small conversation with them because you never know where they at in their mind. You get what I'm saying? Now, these are the ones who ain't trying to do no harm to you. They just out. You get what I'm saying? They just out because why? There is really no place for them to go and be. Because why? They normal people and they ain't touching nobody. They ain't bothering nobody. Now, when they get the, breaking in people and stealing shit and doing all that other shit, yeah. But even still, it really putting locking them up ain't gonna do shit because they know it's already documented that this person got this. So yeah, they gonna do the time for their crime, but it's lessened to a extent. You get what I'm saying? So like, but when they out and once they come home or whatever, or even just coming home from the hospital, like that shit, it ain't nowhere to go, and family members have turned their back on them because why they don't understand. Like that shit is hard for people that got mental illnesses. Like it's hard. Like some people don't understand, and it should be more little programs and places for them to go. You know,
And I got that too. So
uh,
the next thing I was gonna ask was he raised by you or with you? And did you receive any help from anyone? Family, hospital, groups, like what you
well,
just said.
yeah, like he goes and talks to his he got like I call her goddamn a mentor or whatever, but he got like a caseworker or you want to call it however you want to word it, therapist, somebody. He goes to talk to somebody. He goes and sees, and they do things and stuff with him. And like, yeah, he did find a program, that they help him. Like he ain't had no job, so they helped him find a job. Gave him bus passes so that way he can still be, an adult without, you know what I mean. So yeah, he did. if we did find some, there is places that can help. You just gotta actually like go there. But the main thing is, it's you can send them and preach to you blue in the face. If they don't want to do it, they're not gonna do it. You get what I'm saying? They not, and that's with anything. But it's harder when they got it, and like this is what you should be doing. You need to go talk to somebody. You know what I mean? And then a lot of times, sometimes it takes you, your family. You know what I'm saying? You got to go do shit with them. Cause like me and him, we do a whole lot of shit. We don't just sit in the house. We do shit because we got to. Because otherwise, you know, it just be him, and he feel like he by himself, just him and his people. Nah, it's me, you, and your people, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, because we done got into fights and shit, like and all type of shit, all because he don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you gotta take your medicine, bro. Like, shit, you know what I mean? And it make you a better you.
So, did at any point did it make you feel like less of a man, or that it was somehow your fault? It had something to do with you.
I mean, technically, now, like now, it ain't really affect me like as a man or a person because that's my son. I'm gonna love him regardless. If he went out here and got about 30 motherfucking bodies, I'm gonna be the first motherfucker putting something on your commissary, my guy. Like that's my best friend. That's my homie. You know what I mean? He came from me. So evidently, like I ain't not knocking or discouraging nothing. I'm trying to support and make him a better person, and so that he can be better than me. You get what I'm saying? No matter what the hell you got, no matter what's wrong with you, bro. Like, cause hell, you ain't got to be these days. You ain't got to be too smart to become something or be anything. Shit. So nah, not really. It really ain't had no effect on me. If anything, that brought me and him closer and shit. You know,
Okay. What's that in your hand, sir? What's that? Is that a
I would be,
postcard?
huh?
Is that a postcard? Is that mail? Is that a check?
Nah, it ain't no postcard, ain't no mail or no check. This be my medicine, and it came in the mail by postcard via check.
Yes, sir. I'll mind my business. Yes,
Oh
sir.
nah,
Yes,
you all
sir.
right? You cool? You all right? This is what I do. Shit, this is what I
I
do.
know.
I've been taking medicine before it came legal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. But yeah,
um. Okay. So, mm, because you kind of answered it, but I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm gonna ask something else after it.
all right.
The question is: are there support groups for you and him, or like a special school? I feel like I just asked you that. Maybe I did.
That's all right. I answered anyway. As far as like a school, I don't know about the schooling, but a support group. Yeah, we got family. My family is the biggest support group of it because he's not the only one in my family with some type of mental condition. Like, so we, I'm pretty much adapted to that, like because shit, my uncle, he went to Nam and, he shell shocked like a motherfucker. So you get what I'm saying? Like, not only is he shell shocked, shit, motherfucker slipped him a Mickey and shit over there. So he all in the head, but as long as he take his medicine, he cool. He get help from the VA and all that shit. Well, he saw it like it, so it really wasn't no culture shock to me because it's mental illness been in my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing is trying to figure out this person, not necessarily this person, but the person in my family with the mental illness, figuring out what type of people he got in him, what's going on with him actually. Like, and it's if anybody know, like it's hard to get them to talk about it. So you kind of gotta like see it yourself and put it in your own understanding because they ain't gonna be able to tell you everything. So it's a lot of observing. But like my support group is basically my family. His mama, his grandmama, you know what I mean, his uncles, shit. Like I say, like he even got a girlfriend now, so shit.
And that's good.
Living up. Everything working good. He's straight.
You say mental illness, I'm not gonna say runs in your family, but you've seen it.
Yeah.
Was it talked about, or was it like I said earlier? Was it like Uncle so and so this happened? Kind of leave him alone when he get like
Later,
this. Like was it?
it was later. Like once I got like older, like that's when I actually like when I had more of an understanding what was going on. But yeah, it was like if such and such get like this, like yeah, somebody did come and take us to the side or somewhere else, or make sure he or walk him off if we was at a family function, and he got the clicked in and going off. And it was like that with other family members too. Like so, make sure somebody got them and somebody they be on watching shit. But
Okay.
like just because you got a mental illness is just like a handicap. Shit, you got a right in this world and to have fun and do and live just like everybody else. But it's just people don't understand it. Like it ain't that he that person wilding or he about to crash out. He ain't crashing out. It's just he got something going on with him, and you don't know. You trying, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Okay. That makes sense because it's in the movies.
and it gets a bad narrative. It ain't everything like oh he make this. Nah, it ain't that. Like sometimes it they mental illness and whatever they got, it's not aggressive. It might make them slow. Might make them a kid. Like the
Not even mental illness. I'm mad I can't think of this movie because I just looked at it. It's the movie. It starts out the narrator of the movie is a kid,
right.
and it's Big Mama, and she had diabetes, and she burned her arm on a sofa.
Man, you talking about fucking soul food, bro?
Yeah,
How you not
hey,
know
bro.
that, man? That's a that is a cult classic.
Yeah, like I couldn't think of the name,
Yeah,
but like that came to mind. Big Mama had diabetes. They
yeah,
didn't talk about it. No, she didn't want to talk about it, and she didn't want to do what she needed to do. The kids knew. The youngest kid, he knew something was going on,
yes, sir.
and I know again, depending on your age, like me and you, probably the same age. Our grandparents, we had that type of stuff.
Yeah,
A lot of kids now they don't have that, and you kind of had to wait until you got a whole lot older to go back and ask that question. Well, what happened to Uncle Mike, or what happened to this person? And then they'll tell you. It's not a don't give her this, don't do that. It was never that.
not only not just to add this in there about the medication with it because it was just like the thing is the part I don't like about the medication is like basically it's so many of them out here. You got to find the right one that fits your like with every other medicine. You got to find the one that fits your body. You get what I'm saying? So it took a while because one he was on one, bruh, mouth stayed dry. Bruh stayed with drinking water and Kool Aid. Couldn't his mouth stayed dry. He foaming at the mouth, looking like Pookie and shit all at the mouth and shit. Then there was one he slept all goddamn day. Like, bro, hell no. Nah. He was sleeping all day and he's still tired. Couldn't do shit.
I I saw that. Is hyper insomnia or something? It got a name to it.
Yeah, then he got one. Then he got one where he couldn't sleep. Or matter of fact, all that shit kind of like fuck with their sleep. So they'll put him on. So they pretty much had him on not necessarily a sleeping pill, but melatonin. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
To counteract that shit so the motherfucker go to sleep. Like, don't get me wrong. Like the one he on now, like it's better, but at times he still be having trouble sleeping and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's one thing. That's one thing with it. Like when he wasn't on his meds and when we first found out what was going on, like, bruh, stay up for like damn near 3, 4 days type shit. Wouldn't go to sleep. You would think the motherfucker laying there, he wasn't sleep. Bro, wasn't sleep. Then you would just see him moving around zombie like. And then that's when you get what I'm saying? So,
It sounds like Adderall. I think Adderall does that.
I don't know if he was on, I don't know if it was Adderall or that, what it was. I don't know. But I know one, bro couldn't eat. bro couldn't sleep. Like, But yeah,
Okay.
but they found one that actually like that suits him better. You know, he able to function a little bit more. But all that shit got side effects though. You just gotta find like which one ain't. Cause it was one like bro was fucking with his like it made him go to the bathroom. Shit was like shit was like a laxative. Like I ain't taking that. It gives me gas. It make me shit.
Yeah. That medicine to do it.
Yeah, so it be that like so if they got that like it's good taking medicine but make sure it's the right one. Cause some of that shit cause make you like sleepwalking shit. Cause like don't get me wrong, like the one he on now, like before he ain't used to talking to sleep. Now, man, motherfucker talking to sleep, full blown conversation type shit. And then wake up talking about some, oh yeah, I had the best sleep of my life. You sleep good? Motherfucker, nah. Like me personally, I'd rather hear somebody snore than the motherfucker sitting there talking in their damn sleep. And they ain't talking about shit. Like literally, bro, seriously. Like I say, it's funny shit with it. Like and that help. Cause I ain't got a mind myself anyway. Like I look at shit different, so it's like
Yeah.
it's funny to me. But to somebody else, they might think it's something wrong. Like it is something wrong, but to me, that shit funny. You shouldn't be laughing at him. Why the fuck shouldn't I? He gonna laugh at me? Shit, the shit funny. I'm telling you, shit funny. Like I got stories upon stories, man. Like stories of him, just him. But yeah,
So he did graduate high school and able to join the Navy, right?
hell yeah, the motherfucking score so high on that motherfucker. See, this how I know. Look, now, like I say, he's smart because he got a I call him a professor, right? Because motherfucker's smart. Now, if he went took the goddamn test and shit, if you familiar with how the marine, the service
The
shit go,
ASVAB test.
yeah,
Yeah.
the motherfucker scored high as hell on that. Scores high as fuck. Then he went there, you go for your positioning and shit. The motherfucker was 3 points away from goddamn sniper, Army Ranger, Navy SEAL type shit. He is a couple one of them. Motherfucker, like before they found out the motherfucker was crazy, he was about to go get in the goddamn submarine, like 30 leagues under the sea type shit. That motherfucker that smart. Yeah. Like so, but that's that personality he got in him. That motherfucker smart, and like how the hell I had to ask him. It was mostly math. Motherfucker good as hell at math. Literally, telling you, he good as hell at math. But then you got you got the 9-year old. This motherfucker want to try to jump off the balcony that's on the 3rd floor, all in the same week. You go take the test, find out this shit, then you come home. Now you want to jump off the balcony that's on the 3rd floor. Why would
Yeah.
you try to do that? Like,
The military ain't gonna like that.
nah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nah, they ain't gonna like no shit like that. But that's the type of day that month at the time when he was having of him just now getting out of high school. He just took what I'm saying, took the test. He getting ready to leave. He wild. You get to being goofy and shit, acting like you now. I'm gonna just sit here and play the game for 3 days straight, drinking nothing but Mountain Dew. I ain't eating shit. I'm just drinking Mountain Dew. Literally, went to the store, bought 5 2-liter Mountain Dews, sitting them in his room, just sitting there drinking and playing the video game. Exactly. Exactly.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Then said, "Hold on, I'm hungry." Went there, got a dozen, like 2 packs of Oreos and like some type of donut, cookies and shit. Yeah, that's what the motherfucker ate.
Yeah, he was gonna crash. All that sugar.
Man, he
Yeah.
wasn't about to. He was cool. And told you like that. It's a 9-year-old in him, bro. Fuck you gonna eat cookies and goddamn Mountain Dew and sitting there just playing the game. You got the fucking Xbox, got shit downloaded. The motherfucker played every goddamn game he had.
So that's gonna bring me to my next question. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what does he like or like to do like now and where we are in life now?
Where we at now? Like shit, like he like baseball and shit. Like what the fuck he do? Anything involving like math and shit. Like I don't know. Like I just know he fuck with baseball because it got a lot of math involved in it. That he watched that Panama shit. Normal 20-year-old shit. That's about it. Trying to see the world, traveling a little bit. I ain't gonna say he like into some extra weird ass shit. He ain't. But kind of like like my son. He like sports, it's just different sports. You know what I mean? Panama cartoons and shit.
So has he been to a Reds game?
Yeah, he been down. He been down there.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
done been
gotta
down
go.
there. He been to an FC game. He done been to all these motherfucking any game, professional, college. Brother been in attendance. Literally, he done been in attendance. FC, UC, Xavier. Yeah, brother been in attendance, man. Yeah, I can say that. Hmm. Like that's all shit he in. Then he like animals and shit. He into animals, so he go to the zoo a lot.
That's cool. Um, does he read or at least try to
What? This is my
get
son.
on
That
like
motherfucker. This is
YouTube?
my son. We ain't reading shit unless the professor pop out. If the professor pop out, yeah, that motherfucker reading everything he can put his fucking hands on. But the professor don't pop out. That's my son. We ain't reading shit. Well, yeah, he reading a whole lot. Whatever words come on that video game, that's what that motherfucker reading.
Okay.
And whatever he that one generation, he that generation. Like I say, he 21. So yeah, he reading everything that's in that motherfucking phone. Anything in that phone, yeah. But that's just me. I'm dad, so that's just what I know about him. But like, him, he probably tell you he doing 40 million different things. He a goddamn star. He went to Texas last week and he did a concert and was a hype man type shit. Ain't no telling. Yes, sir.
Okay. So is he harmful to others?
Nah,
Or at
nah,
least was at any point in his life?
nah. He ain't that. Like I say, he ain't real aggressive about shit. Nah, he more. I ain't gonna say he timid or nothing like that, but nah, he ain't harmful to others. Nah.
Was the communication style different at any point in time between you and him or him to you? Like you had to learn if he said this or if he did this, okay, this is what he means.
Kind of, sort of. But me and him, prior to us finding this out, we had some type of relationship. So it was like I know my son, but then again, I gotta relearn my son. Some of that old shit still there, but then again, it's some new shit. Like you say, it's my kids, so like he grow up and shit. Like we always had some type of relationship, some type of bond. Like we talk, like so he got to talking real like extra left field. Like I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker he definitely like me. We in the left field, but when he get to talking like left field parking lot shit, yeah, let me go actually like see about him. Like, you all right, bro? What's going on? Or that could just be like, I'm confused or I'm bored or something. You just gotta go check. You just gotta go see. Like that's what I learned. Like I ain't about to see, wait and see, figure out. Nah, you get to talking that left field parking lot shit. Yeah, let me go see where you at. That's just my for my safety and shit. Like I say, my son ain't violent by any means, no way. But does he have a violent I'm like I say, it's the word I'm using is not correct, but this is the word I'm using. Yes, he has a violent character. Yes, he does. But he just protecting him and all like the other ones and shit like that. He the type of motherfucker like if you got a problem, yeah, you want this motherfucker on your side. Like that type shit. Like if shit hit the fan, yeah, let's go. He that motherfucker.
Okay.
But like that's that motherfucker don't come out. We don't let him out. He can't come out to play. That's what the meds stop.
what what type does he have? What type of schizophrenia does he have?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I forgot. Like I came up with my like I know, but I came up with my own shit. Like because I don't do all that. Like yeah, I came up with my own shit. I just needed to figure out how many of these motherfuckers you got, and I got to know each one of these motherfuckers personally. So like he been diagnosed and all that shit, but me personally, I couldn't like tell you what the fuck. Nope. I had to call and
Like
ask
the
that motherfucking mom. For real. I had to call and ask his mom. What's the exact terminological of what the hell your son got?
makes sense.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just made sure I know each one of these individuals that's in this motherfucker.
So now I have one, two, three, four, 5.5 that somebody asked me on Facebook. It was 6 questions. I asked one already.
Shoot.
So now we about to go. The second question is what medication does he take and what are the side effects? Even though you kind of answered it, but I guess maybe to be a little bit more specific. Like maybe now, what is he taking now? Like what's the side effects?
All right. Well, I don't know the actual name of them shit. It's a Raw or get the doll. I don't know. It's one of them raws or some shit. I don't know. Just to be honest with you, I don't know the name for it, but I can tell you some of these side effects of it. Like I say earlier, one was like he was sleeping too much. The other one was like he wasn't sleeping enough. Like they vary. And I feel bad that I don't know the name for this shit, but if you know me, no, I don't. I couldn't read the fucking shit on that label anyway to tell it real shit. Like, but it's some of the side effects, like when you sleep too much, like you get cotton mouth. And I'm only saying this because he was on about like they tried like 4 or 5 of these motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? And but they all like had something to do with fucking cotton mouth. I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like cotton mouth, and then one was like depending on if like one to get like diarrhea, depending maybe. Like it ain't happen all the time, but it could happen. You get what I'm saying? Like if you ain't got enough on your stomach or some shit or whatever, like. But that for the most part, them like the main side effects, and that sleepwalking shit.
Okay. So next, when he was at his worst without medication, what behaviors did he display, or what did he do?
Shit, everything was his. Like he became very
Possessive.
possessive. Like everything was his. I'm grown. I'm an adult, doing it more than what the normal young 20-year-old guy say. It'll get too far. Like you stand with me and you think this your house type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like thinking you did like this your house, like but like thinking it's yours for real, trying to put me out, and like the the like the most like violentest or craziest shit. Like okay, like I say, we was fighting. We had gotten to it. Like mind you, we've been fighting since goddamn. We fought all fucking day. We fought for like 2 days straight. I felt like I was like in a battle royale or some shit. Like so, I went to sleep. Nah, dead ass, bro. Bro, we was fighting all goddamn night. I ain't never fought that long in my whole motherfucking life. And it'd be because he'd sit back and start rocking. Like I'm trying, like say we older. I'm up here wrestling like that's how I say like damn. It reminded me of that old tale. The motherfucking the young bull and the old bull, the old lion and the young lion and shit. We fighting over the goddamn manger in the lionesses and shit. Like so, we in this motherfucker fighting. Like yeah, the first like I say, we've been going this about 2-3 days. The first 2 days I was whooping his ass. I wasn't whooping his ass, but I'm roughing his ass up. So this motherfucker sitting back rocking like this motherfucker don't sleep. I got to go to sleep. I got to go to fucking work. So, you know, I'm sleep. Now, mind you, he walks in the room, he come in the room. I look up and he asks a question. Some shit like, where's the butter knives? What you mean where the butter knives at? They in the kitchen. Fuck you waking me up talking about where the butter knives at. Right? That's like I say. So, he walk away. I go back to sleep. He come in there. He grab my leg. And just pull me out the bed. Shoom. Like, you know how, like, a motherfucker take the fucking tablecloth off the thing, like, boom. Motherfucker yank me out the bed like that. Boom. So I just fly out. Oh! Boom. Back. Flat on the damn ground. Real shit. I am not lying. This shit happened that night. Boom. So, like I say, the motherfucker used to wrestle. So this motherfucker put my leg in like a figure four, like, leg lock, sharpshooter type shit, right? So, now, I'm thinking and hoping to God, praying he don't break my motherfucking kneecap, femur out of the fucking socket. But like, I'm thinking to myself like, I can get out of this shit, but I gotta punch the shit out this nigga in his head. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't want to do that. So I did the next best thing. I called the police, so they had to come get his ass. So the police come get his ass. Now, mind you, I hadn't already let them know that he's mental, he's schizophrenia. So they brought the crazy unit. I'm gonna call them the crazy unit. Probably ain't what they call, but that's what I'm calling. But they brought the psychiatrist and 3 of the biggest
Right.
motherfucking police I've ever seen. So mind you, I'm sitting in the house now. I'm chilling. He on the balcony. He see the police come up the driveway. He look in at me. He ain't paying no attention. Now I know what the fuck he thinking. He about to jump off this balcony. Right? Because he been plotting about jumping off the balcony. He been saying that, I wonder if I can walk around like I can jump off the balcony. Just saying it, out thinking out loud. So he's about to jump off the balcony. But then he seen one of the big guys, he came around the building, boom. Then the other one, did the other side, then 2 more walked in. Wham. So when they walk in, got the psychiatrist. Then he walked in with the skinny, this real like skinny cop, but he's about tall as hell and he's skinny. Then there's this white guy. He was real little buff like, but he was short like. Now, they talking to him and we explaining the situation, how they going, what's going on. The psychiatrist looking at him, psychiatrist asking questions, and he ain't answering these questions right that the psychiatrist is asking. So the police, by this time all the police is in the house now. So the police asked me questions like, do you feel like it's a threat? I'm like, nah, I don't feel like it's a threat. It's my son, but hey, I just need him to take his medicine so he can be better and other. Now, mind you, this when he just got out the hospital for some shit that he did. That's what I'm saying. He did some wild shit. So now the police asking questions. Now he's sizing all these polices up, right? He's sizing them up. He looking at the tall, skinny guy, looked him up and down. Yeah, I could take you. And now I know what he doing because we've been fighting all night. He thinking of moves he can do on each person, like it's a fucking movie or some shit. Like he John Woo or somebody. Like he about to, yeah, he doing that shit, right? Like he just about to come through, kick ass special on all these police. Mind you, they in here. This the site crazy guy come pick up unit. They strapped with pocket electric chairs and all other type of non-lethal ass shit, plus that lethal shit. So you know how I'm in here. That's what I'm thinking. Please don't do nothing stupid, son. And I'm trying to tell it. These people, they here to help you, bro. Like, but nah, after a while, and so many questions, and they get mad, so he getting aggravated and mad and shit. And then he just say, after basically, I'm speeding up. I'm everywhere with this story. I know people, I'm sorry, but this is how this shit went. It was everywhere. So after the psychiatrist talked him down, and then they got them to go with him, and so he tells the skinny guy, he say, hey, grab my medicine right there. He say, Colossus, this the real big guy. He called the real big police officer. He called that motherfucker Colossus. You grab my phone. Told the psychiatrist, go make me a sandwich and make the big guy one because he looks hungry. Then he say, can we go past Eaton Park when if y'all taking me to jail? Let's go. He basically gave them the route he wanted to go before they took his ass downtown. Right? So so they looking, he looking, and then this how I know, like, if you talk to him so much and you just trying to get them to go what they want to do, like he told the police officer how to put his phone in his pocket. Nah, turn it this way with the face close to my inside pocket with the speakers sticking out. And at
Mm-hmm.
first, the police officer is trying to stick this in his pocket, and then he caught himself. Like, no, what? I'm not doing that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you see, like, bro, shit will. But that's like the wildest story, like, that I could tell. Like, it's several others. Like, like, oh, yeah. I gotta say this one. This motherfucker, he talks to cats. He the cat worshiper. Yeah, he the cat worshiper, bro. He talks to cats. That's why him and his roommate, fell out. Because this motherfucker was talking to the cat and tried to take his cat, said his cat don't want to be with him, that he don't treat his cat right, and he feed him the wrong food. So he ended up getting into it with his friend about that shit, his little roommate he had. And that was a whole nother issue when the police had to come and get his ass because he literally about to fight over a
I
fucking
bet that
cat
didn't work
that
out.
ain't his. This when he wasn't taking his medicine. It's stories. But yeah, shit real. You done froze up, folks. You see me? You good?
All right, let's try again. Should be back.
You back? You good?
Yeah.
Man, I forgot where I left off at, man. I ain't got to talking and shit. I don't know. Ask another question. You can ask another question. For I forgot.
You all right? You all right? um, are there any physical displays, tics, shouting, gestures that they engage in that they notice?
Nah,
You know,
not
like
one.
do they do shit that say, "Oh, wait, I just said this and I did this." Like, let me calm down.
Yeah, but with my son, they ain't like shouting or outbursts or nothing like that. It'd be like, uh, uh, like the shit that he'd forget, or he'd be like, "I said, I was gonna do that." Shit like that. I said I was gonna do that. And then he give you that motherfucking you know how and Back to the Future, old Doc Martin, he do that shit.
Yeah.
He'd do that. Great Scott, 120 gigawatts. He do that.
Like Carlos. Nobody knows who that is.
Yeah, they don't know, but I'm just saying, like that'll be like the only one like that he could do. He get to doing that shit.
Is it any hobby or activity that is calming to him after he had an episode?
Yeah, motherfucker, like what the fuck? Like I would call it shit. I'm gonna go to art class. Don't forget to making ashtrays and doing pottery and shit like that. Excuse me, he like to do that shit, coloring and
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Uh, does he have any? We kind of been over it, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Yes, sir.
Does he have any triggers, or does the medication suppress his triggers?
The medication, he got triggers. Yeah, they all got triggers and shit. But the medication kind of like it kind of suppresses it. You know what I mean? And then like with him, like it's like from what he done told me, like in his head, it get to a point where like it's just like a whole lot. Of, you know how yo like the old school TV it'd be staticky and shit. Like he said, it'll get like that, and it'd be a whole lot of distortion going on in his head and shit. That's what he told me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when
I
shit don't get clear, it's just like you know the back in the day TV when it was on the station that like it get it like staticky, and he said it'd be everything distorted.
Yeah, white noise.
Yeah. They get that sometimes.
Mm, I guess that was a two-part question. So, what can be a trigger, and what's the best thing to do in that situation if he's not on any medication? If he didn't take his medicine?
If he ain't take his medicine, it's like you just gotta kind of watch him. Like you gotta watch them. Like and you can ask them if they took their medicine. Yeah, I did, but you can tell they didn't because the way they acting. And I ain't even gonna lie. Like the first few times of them not taking because my son he used to do this shit. He'd take his shit for 2 days. By the time that shit you can tell like either it ain't even in his system for real. Like it's only a little bit. Like you can like you ain't took your medicine. Yeah, I did. And then you ask him later on, you took your medicine? Like, say like if he doing something or he walking back, hey, you take your medicine today? Nah, I'm gonna take it tomorrow. But you just asked this motherfucker 2 hours ago, did he take it? He said yeah. You get what I'm saying? So like the first few times, like they say like they constantly they take it for a while, you ain't gonna notice that they ain't take it because it's still in their system. Like you gotta wait till that
Mm-hmm.
shit get out their system, and then you can be able to tell like, oh nah, you ain't took your medicine today. And then that's when you gotta kind of like, I don't know, before you gotta persuade them. You damn near gotta do what you gotta do to get them to take it. And even then, if they don't want to take it, they ain't gonna take it. But like they do got that where they can go like get a shot once a month.
Shot. Damn.
Yeah, it depends on what you know what works better for them. Like he gotta go get a shot because he ain't gonna take that shit. And even then with the shot, like it's because it's only like a 30-day shot. So like them last few days, you kind of be almost yourself again, as he say.
Yeah, it started tapering off.
Yeah, and you feel it tapering off. Cause like the first couple days, you get like the first time, like when he first gets the shot, like boom, that shit gonna put him down. He ain't doing too much. He even moving kind of slow. But the next day after he eat and get it going, like he be cool.
So, do you think, like right now or at any point in your life, do you think he's able to live on his own?
Nah, nah, he can't. He can't. He
Has
are
he
like
ever?
I ain't saying that like he can't, you know, because he done got better and he's still getting better. I ain't saying he can't have a wife, a girlfriend, they stay together, but she got to understand what's going on. Like, but can he sit and be by it, like have a place by to himself? Like, I ain't gonna say he can't. He can, but he ain't gonna be right in there. You get what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be right. Certain things ain't gonna get certain things ain't gonna get paid. Like bills ain't gonna get paid. Like motherfucker ain't gonna go to the grocery store right. Certain shit like that.
Yeah.
So like, nah, not really.
So he would need like assisted living, pretty much.
Yep,
Okay. Um, if he goes out on his own, to Fountain Square, catch the bus, and go to Eden Park, wherever, do you feel kind of cautious? Like, I hope the police don't see him as a black man and they don't know what's going on with him and they do something to him. Does that ever enter your mind? Does that bother you or anything?
I ain't gonna say like yeah, it's there, but it ain't like it's in the forefront because I know my son. Like if he going out, he locked in on doing it. Like I'm going to it's like I'm going to the banks, but I'm not just going down to the banks. I'm going to the banks to do this, like whatever it may be. I'm going to do that, and when I'm done with that, like all right, I might if I walk and I see some other shit I want to do, just sightseeing or whatever. Boom, cool. That's what he gonna do. Then he back to doing that. Like it's very like A B C D E F G. It ain't no really stirring from his own plan that he got made up to do. Ain't nothing about to get him. You know what I mean? So I really it's in the back of my mind, like you know what I mean. Unless he get to being goofy, asking the wrong shit, like say like you get what I'm saying. Like, but for the most part, nah, because I ain't coddling the shit. Like, bro, you know your problem, bro. You know you about to go do this. That's what they make all this other this technology for. You ain't really gotta ask nobody shit. It's all right there on your motherfucking phone. You get what I'm saying? So nah, like that shit kind of help with that. You ain't gotta ask a motherfucker nothing. As a matter of fact, don't ask nobody shit. You know how people is these days, man.
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, that's all the questions I had.
Shit, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on, bro.
Is it anything that I didn't ask that you can share? Because the last thing you said, you pretty much said he's structured. I'm going here and I'm going to do these things. That's structure.
Yeah. But that's some shit like that I helped him with because he kind of struggled with that structure shit like but like when he was in the Navy for the little time they was in there like that they kind of helped with that shit too because the motherfucker actually like a fucking neat freak to tell you the truth at a lot of times like motherfucker know how to hey, you need some shit packed up that motherfucker know how to pack, goddamn it, straight up. It's certain shit that he learned up there that he it stuck with him. And that structure shit is kind of like he kind of almost needed that shit because it showed him it made him a little bit more organized about shit. Certain shit, should I say? It's still some shit that yeah, but as far as like going places and timing shit up, how to get there, and yeah, he on point with that.
What is his diet? Like, does he have like a vegan diet or like he just eat normal regular food?
Hell nah,
I know you said the Mountain Dews and when a
bro.
9-year-old come,
The
but for
motherfucker,
the
I'm
most
telling you,
part, like what's his diet?
bro. Teenagers died, bro. Literally, he got like between the age of 9 and fucking 16, that type of died.
Let's see. Pizza rolls, powdered donuts, hot fries, Takis, something like that.
Yeah, and that motherfucker like he like pastries and shit. He a pastry guy, like, and then like you know certain other shit, like he ain't eating cheese. He don't like shredded cheese. That type shit. Big hamburger eating ass motherfucker. That
I
type
get it.
shit.
So it might be a texture thing.
Could be. It's possible. That one, bro. But yeah, that's the type of diet he got. It ain't nothing healthy type shit. Nope. And then like fish. Fish, like a lot. Fish. The fuck. Fish sticks. Goddamn fish. Shrimps. Don't give a fuck. Lobster tails. Shrimp. Fish. Under the sea. That shit.
Seafood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, got a problem.
Okay.
He got a problem with that. Like I don't even eat that much like that, motherfucker. Like, bro, you too fucking much. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm glad that we were able to do this. I didn't want you to think that I flaked out on you the last 2 days.
Oh nah, man, you cool, brother. I understand how it be, man. I know. Trust me, I know. The world busy, everybody busy. But when you get time to match up and link up, you got to make it happen and take the best and make the best of the time that you get. You know, and I appreciate you for having me on here and shit. Real live.
Now hold on. I'm an old guy. I forgot. Where can I find you again? What where I can find you at? What I need to
Shit.
do? What
I'm
I need to
on.
type in?
I'm on YouTube. You can type in Ugly Vision. It'll pop up. That's me. Or you can type in Tommy TJ Young. It'll pop up. Yeah, everything that I got up, posted up. Yes, sir. Like I say, I
Mhm.
appreciate it.
Okay. Well, that's all I got. I now I got to sit here and edit this, and
Yeah,
it's early.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But all right, brother. I'm out of here.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Peace.
All right.